Hello, welcome to Daily Planet. I'm Zai Tong.
And I'm Dan Riskin, and if we ever go on trial for the crime of putting too many cool things in a single hour, this show will be used as evidence against us.
Take us away, we're guilty. Tonight we have a snapping manta shrimp. We've got art made out of breakfast cereal, and then Lucas Cochran is going to show us some very cool material. It's designed to protect your electronic devices.
Ah, yes, but first, have you ever pulled a wheelie on your bike?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's hard, right?
Yep, it's not that easy.
No. Now imagine trying to do that on the front wheel.
Right.
While you're still going.
Right.
And while you're recovering from a horrible injury you got doing it last time. And by the way, it's not a bike, it's a motorbike. Watch this. Jesse Toler has his eye on the record books.
I like the idea of going fast on motorcycles. My friends think I'm absolutely a madman.
He's shooting for the world's longest rolling stoppie.
My stoppies have been referred to as insane.
They can also be, well, a bit risky.
If you're going to crash, you're going to hurt yourself. It's going to happen. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous. You could ask my surgeon. There's 3 big steps to doing a stoppie, and there's the approach. When you accelerate, you actually want to use the suspension of the motorcycle to squat back. There's the launch, and you apply a lot of front brake to actually lift the back end of the bike up. That's when you have to kind of focus on rolling the stoppie, which you roll the greatest distance possible on the front wheel without flipping over on top of yourself. Which entails keeping the bar straight, keeping the bike straight, rolling a nice straight line, and focusing on the brake. To get the balance point, use as little brake as possible to keep your distance. There's no better feeling than rolling a stoppie. It's actually about the closest thing you can get to flying.
You can call it a nose wheelie, an endo, or a stoppie, but by any name, it's a trick that tests the most talented stunt riders.
A stoppie is probably one of the most difficult tricks, and definitely the least forgiving.
Jesse knows all about that. Less than a year ago, he was tossed from his bike while doing a tire check.
I hit my head, my hands hurt, and I rolled to my feet, and I'm like, oh boy, this isn't good. Broke both my wrists. I actually absolutely destroyed 7 bones in my wrist, and had to go in and have 2 reconstructive surgeries to have them put back together. And my surgeon came in after surgery and was like, wow, that was really intense. You actually had me sweating there for a few hours.
His friend and coach Rodney Sargent was shocked.
I was like, oh no, like this is gonna totally put a damper in our plans for, the world record. This is gonna set him way back. Everything we do, is in jeopardy right now. He needed full recovery time, and so I was a little concerned.
Then, only 9 months into his rehab, the long-awaited call comes from the Guinness World Record folks. They're coming in 30 days to witness the record attempt. He was not gonna pass this up.
At first I was a little skeptical because I knew how bad the injuries were. They're very bad. But it's Jesse Toler. He's going to do what he wants to do.
I've never let anybody tell me I can't do something. If someone tells me it can't be done, you can bet it's going to be posted on Facebook a few days later.
The practice runs go pretty well. The old record is 873 feet. Today, Jesse's running well past 1,000 feet. That's over 300 meters.
The number I want to see in the record books is a quarter mile, which is 1,320 feet. In practice today, I hit 1,307, so only a couple feet shy.
But one thing still might hold him back after a long day of practice: his wrists. It still hurts even to tie his shoes.
Tons of pain right now. It always hurts after riding, especially stoppies. This thumb hurts really bad. You can see it's really swollen. I actually destroyed my right thumb joint, which actually supports a lot of weight in the stoppie. It actually hurts very bad to do what I'm doing still.
Practice is done. All that's left is to rest up for the big day. Guinness officials are on hand. Jesse gears up. Just for a tease, on the first run, he just edges past the 873 mark for the record. But on his next run, he goes for his stated goal, 1,320 feet. That is over 400 meters. Pain and all, he rolls to the quarter-mile mark.
Your new Guinness Book of World Records holder, Jesse Toler.
But he wasn't done there. Unexpectedly, he was also able to break the world record for fastest stopping, hitting the 150-mile-an-hour mark. That's 240 kilometers an hour.
All records are amazing just because it's people attempting to do something that's either impossible or crazy or fun. When you see something where it requires real skill and where there goes a lot of training into it, it's really impressive to watch, and it's a cool record.
For a guy just 10 months removed from 2 shattered wrists, Jesse's feats show not only skill, but also the power of mind over matter.
I guess I gotta go thank my surgeon next week. Put me back together.
What do you think of that guy?
I don't know, any sport where you have to break your bones in order to get better, just not my kind of thing.